I wasn't going to talk about this, but I thought, fuck it, let's put an end to this. In November, I had a Trumplefuck as a guest on my Rational Boomer podcast. He was anxious to come on. He wanted to debate the issues, all issues Donald Trump. And he thought he was a genius. He thought he was a master debater. At least I think that's what he was saying. Anyway, he comes on the show. And it doesn't go well for him, not surprisingly. He doesn't know facts. He talks in circles. He's full of shit. All he's really interested in is getting attention. And he was going to get attention, but not the kind he was hoping for. Now, after that podcast, the only thing I regretted is that I didn't go as hard after him as I thought I should have. I was nicer. I was more polite. And in the end, I thought, yeah, that was fucked up. I probably shouldn't have done it that way. But when it was all said and done, he said, now you got to come on one of my lives. It's only fair. And I said, I don't fucking care. I'll go on one of your lives. But then a couple days later, he comes back and he seems a little shaken up. Well, what's up? And he says, your followers are fucking crazy. They're coming after me. They're trying to get me banned. I said, well, we have a lot of followers, a lot of peers with the Rational Boomer. So, I don't tell anybody to do anything, but if they don't like you, it's their fucking business. He says, they're crazy. You need to do the live, as if that was going to redeem him. I said, dude, you need to think about this. You have 3,000 followers. I have in excess of 300,000 followers. No arrogance there. Those are just the facts. Now, if I come to one of your lives and my peers know that I'm going to be there, they're going to show up too. And guess what? You're going to get overwhelmed again, and you might end up getting banned. Is this really a good idea? He kind of agreed, and then he backed off, and I didn't hear from him for quite a while. Until about a week ago. He sends me an email and says, you owe me a live. Apparently, he's starting to feel himself again, and he needs the attention. I said, I don't care. I'll come on your live. It's no big fucking deal. And he said, what about now? I go, no, motherfucker. You can't just call me up and say, come on now and do this. I'm not following you around and working off your schedule. So he goes off, and I presume we're going to talk next week. But then I hear he's doing lives, and he's talking shit about me. Oh, Mike's a pussy. He won't do it. He's not going to do it. He's afraid of me. Yeah, I'm afraid of you, motherfucker. All you have to do is listen to the podcast and see how afraid of you I am. So anyways, I'm getting a little annoyed by this. I shouldn't let it annoy me, but I do. Last night I do my podcast, wrapping that up, thinking about going to bed. And then I come across him live on TikTok. I said, fuck it. Let's go for it. So I go into his live. He sees me. He's excited because this is the one chance he might get some attention. And he clears everybody off the board, and he's ready to talk. He wants to be civil. And I said, fuck that. I was civil last time. You're out here talking shit. Let's go, motherfucker. And I went after him. And he was a little uncomfortable with it. I was in his face. I was over-talking him. I was pushing that fucker to the wall. And he didn't know what to do with it. I said, dude, I'm just doing what you motherfuckers have done for 7 years. So deal with it. Show me how tough you are. Well, this went on for a little bit, and I couldn't get him to state one fact. I did get him at one point to tell me the one thing that Donald Trump did that was good. He said he had the biggest tax break of all time. Well, first of all, there were 2 tax breaks bigger than his. Secondly, his tax break wasn't that great for the middle class because he gave $2 trillion to the rich in perpetuity, and he gave the middle class crumbs, but it had an end date, an expiration date. So that's not a thing. And then he starts trying to argue, and it gets a little heated back and forth, and then I get reported. And then I get reported again. And this is what these Trumplefucks do every time they start losing. They get butthurt and they start reporting. I don't give a fuck. This isn't my live. But then the host knocks me out of the live. Now, I have to say, he did me a solid here because he was just trying to save me from getting more reports, thinking it might hurt my account. So I'm cool with that. That's fine. He didn't chicken out. He wanted the attention. Then he asked me to come back. And of course, at that point, I can't legally come back because they locked me out of it. And at that point, I said, I did what I was supposed to do. I gave him what I said I would give him. We're fucking done. This guy is a dumb human being. And if he's still out there doing lives talking shit about me, I would tell him this. Tell him, take my fucking name out of his mouth, and he doesn't have to worry about me. He has to worry about all the people that have to listen to that are of a like mind with me and everybody else here in the Rational Boomer, and you might run into some fucking trouble. And you may not continue doing the stupid shit you're doing because people are going to push back. So fuck that guy. He's stupid. He doesn't make a point. He's just an attention whore. I've done what I'm supposed to do, so I'm done with him. He's unimportant. He's inconsequential to me or anybody else here, so fuck him.